For all the women who have said anything negative about single moms, when you turn 40, when you turn 42 and 43 and 44, I would like those women to keep that same energy. The same energy that you had in your all throughout your 30s saying you don't want to be a single mom. Why are you now in your 40s and it is all of a sudden okay to be a single mom by choice? And so I'm curious to know if some of these single moms by choice are really examining why they had to become single moms by choice. You know, how come, it's been 40 years and you haven't been able to secure a man or a husband.
With my donor, I've heard his voice. I have an MP3 file of him telling his own life story, why you felt you wanted to donate. And this was important, his willingness to be contacted when my child turns 18. So when my daughter's 18 years old, if she would like to find out her paternal identity, as I wanted to do when I was 38, she doesn't even have to wait that long and go through all that rigmarole that I had to do. Hire a geneticist, hire a detective. Here is his last known address, and he is anticipating your contact.
Yep.
From a biological standpoint, I get it. I understand that desire is so strong sometimes, as women. We're nurturing, we want somebody to care for, even if it's a cat or something. Like, we just need something, and if we don't have a niece or a nephew, or even if we do have that, it's different when it's your own child. But, I think it's interesting how, again, all throughout, and again, a lot of this is like accomplished women who are, successful, financially successful. Nope, not gonna ever become a single mom. Nope, not gonna do that. Feel sorry for all the single moms out there. That would never be me. And then now these women, and this is a growing, I don't know if I should call it a trend, but this is a growing thing. There's a lot of, there's a whole community of single mothers by choice. And again, this is not to come down on them, but it is to say, where is that energy that you had all throughout your 20s and your 30s? Why now? And I know the answer to this, so this is kind of a rhetorical question, but now all of a sudden you're in your early mid 40s, and now everything you said for the last 2 decades just goes in the trash can. And you have women like me who I've been on the receiving end of a lot of those comments. And again, I'm one of those people that I'm not going to be upset by people saying like, oh, I would hate to be a single mom, because I understand why. Like, I didn't even want to be a single mom. But it can kind of be a little, what's the word? It could be a little awkward and uncomfortable when you're having a conversation with someone and then they blurt that out. And again, they may do it not even really thinking that, oh, I'm talking to a single mom right now, or at least a woman who was a single mom for almost a decade. So again, the energy is so interesting now because there's this whole movement of women, and a lot of them are women of color. Some of them are black women who now are like, you know what, I'm going to take matters into my own hands, and I'm going to become a single mom by choice and raise my child on my own. And these were the same women who, again, like I said, 10, 15 years ago were shaming all the single moms. And my whole thing is, the reality is, it doesn't, just because you're older, just because there's been a lot of time and maybe you haven't found the right person to, have a child with, or you haven't gotten married, it doesn't now make it okay. Like, I get that. I mean, we're going to make it okay. Like, when I was a single mom, I made it okay, but the damage, so to speak, or the kind of consequences of me being a single mom, those still linger. And they want people to kind of accept their decision and say, oh, well, it's okay, you're 45, or oh, it's okay, you're 40. And it's like, well, no. I mean, it's still the same thing. I mean, it doesn't matter that you have more money. It doesn't matter that you now have a career. The point being, you still don't have a man. You still don't have the thing that could exempt you from being a single mom. The thing that would exempt you from being a single mom is a husband. You still don't have that. A single mom is a single mom. Whether you're 18, 25, 33, in my case I was 28 I think when I had my daughter, or whether you're 40. A single mom is a single mom, period. And so again, my whole thing is keep that same energy. I wonder if some of these women inquire about or inquire and look into why is it that they had to go this route. You know, having a relationship, although it's a lot of work, to me is also something that should come kind of natural to us as people. I wish it did, you know, and we should kind of naturally understand that it does take work anytime two people are involved and you're merging, you know, your lives together and merging all your experiences and everything together. But a lot of modern women, and in this case, I'm almost always talking about modern black women. A lot of us don't want to put in that work. They don't want to even realize that there's any work to be done. And it seems like instead of an honest examination of that, because a lot of them will just say, well, I never found the right person. But is that really true? Because can you really go 40 some years and never run into the right man who would be a decent husband and father? Or is there perhaps a deficit within the woman? And you know, perhaps maybe some of them are kind of covering that up with, okay, well, I'm just going to have this kid and be a single mom by choice. But do they ever really address the root of the issue, which is the root of the issue to me is, why weren't you able to secure the relationship, to secure the marriage that could have led to you not having to become a single mom by choice? So anyway, I mean, that's just, you know, you can let me know what you think about that. It was just something I've been thinking about.
Starting in October, I will begin taking requests from Black and Invisible members. If you want to watch a video made by me with the idea from you, click the join button or the link in the description box to join the Black and Invisible channel membership. Keep in mind that these videos will not be edited, but rather a relaxed and raw feel like the one you just watched. And as always, stay tuned for more videos.